Hello everybody, and welcome to another tutorial in something like modifying stuff for cameras and lenses. And this time I will show you how you can, if you have an old Canon FL 35mm 2.5 or so. This lens has a little issue if we compare to other FL lenses. If we look in the back here, you can see there is a huge difference. Well, still an FDFL mount. This is also, but in this case, this is the 50mm, and but it has an issue, because if we look here on the back, it will say that it is, if we look here, it's almost the same distance to the from the back here, and also from this back here. Now, if we look a little more to the right here, you see there's a kind of it goes a little upward, and it's a bit higher here than the other over here. Even if it's designed to sit in the same mount. So, I mean, this one can be put on to this is a FOTODIOX PRO. It's an FD to Nikon. It will say FD lenses, which works pretty good. This is an old FL, which also works pretty good. And we can set it on, but I cannot really turn the breech ring very long, no matter what. And then I can turn the aperture ring here that will make the aperture to work. If it's set to something, yeah, it would work if so, but I mean, it should work, but maybe it doesn't. Well, it's because I modified. Well, blah blah. This is a D-click lens. So, but the other one, the 35mm, has a problem. If we go on to, I will set it to 16, that's fine. And the dot is also in place here. The mark on the FOTODIOX adapter is also set to install. So I should actually could put it on and everything will line up. Except, well, I can lock it into place. But if we look on on one side here, the problem is if I unlock the breech ring, see what's happened. And if we look on the other side, it does not come into the mount and sits tight. And it's because the pin here, this pin down here, the blue pin here, is a bit too thick, because this point here is higher than the normal FDFL lenses. So what I found out is that I need to grind off a little and take off the little thickness of this pin. It's thick enough. There is a lot of material, even if I grind a little away. So I found out, okay, I will cut away of 2.4mm of this thickness here of this pin. And I also need to grind in from this place here and all the way into here to have the pin free on the back of the lens here. If I only grind off, file off, whatever, grind, take off the thickness here, it will not be enough. I have to do it all the way in to where it comes into here. So I will go into my, I will take off the, just so we can see what's happening here, because there are some issues that you have to be aware of. Because in this mount here, just the standard FOTODIOX PRO mount for FD lenses to my Nikon. But there is also a little steel ball and a spring in here. So we simply begin with take off the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws, and as long as they sit with some thread lock in here, I will use some isopropyl alcohol and simply add onto all the screw heads here. It's not a big problem now because I've been into the mount before to figure out, okay, how can this be fixed? So just unscrew it, and it shouldn't be a big problem. As long as it should be easy to unscrew. And then I can take off the mount, the shiny mount here on the front, and in that way get the, take all the screws out. Not a big deal. They are quite tiny. And then I can take off the breech ring. Not the breech ring, but the ring that actually moved the blue pin here, so the aperture can be working properly. So now we take off the mount. There is a lot of grease, which is fine. And now we can see how it works in here. So now I can take off the mount. Not the mount, the lock ring here, which I need to, it sits really tight. And I don't want to scratch anything. But I lift it up in the ring here, and I probably missed the little steel ball, but it was coming over here, so there's no problem. It sits in here. So this is how it's working. So, but what I found out, if we go on the back here on the lens, it will say I have measured to be that I have to cut away of the thickness from this side here, not the other side. That's the side that goes through the mount itself, and but the thickness of this side of the pin, and there will be from here, from the end of the pin into here, there will be 7 millimeter, as I put in my notes here, and the thickness will be 2.40 millimeter or 2.4 millimeter. So I will go into my workshop and simply grind that away and show how it's done. Okay, now I have set up my millet machine, my Proxxon machine with a little grinder head, and then I will simply grind it, and hopefully it will go fine. So it will be a little bit noisy, but of course, so it is. So now I think the distance should be fine. So I can just unscrew the whole setup here. It will be very interesting to see when I put it back into place again, how good it will be. And I think it needs those 2.4 millimeter or so. There is a lot of material in the actual adapter, the blue pin, so it shouldn't be a problem. But let's see. Yeah, it's really spot on. So I can, it's really good. So I will just put it back in again in the mount and see how good it will be in the lens. So now I have, yeah, I'm back to my little place here, and now I can actually put it in again. It should be all fine, and there is still material enough to, if it was the case, move the pin, or the pin have to move no matter what. So I mean, there was one thing that was just flying away. It was the steel ball, and it says here, I should have mentioned it, but you see on this side you have the gap here, the pin here, and there are two notches over here, and the steel ball under the little spring is also sitting here, so be aware of that. So now I can just add the little steel ball, which is 1.8 millimeter, yeah, 1.778 millimeter or so, and it should be all fine. So now I can put it back in again. Funny enough, the steel ball is not magnetic, in my case at least. So place it here, and it should be all fine. Then I can put the ring here on and put it in that way, and then push the oh, there are actually, now I see, there are notches on one side, and there is also notches on the other side. Okay, yeah, maybe it's for different models, but I'll just try to put it back in again. So try it again, just to see how I was just out of frame, so I'll just show it again. So put it in here, and then you would nail or tool or whatever you have, press it down against it, and then it clicks into place. And now it's already in fine. So I can put the mount on again, and I guess everything should be fine. And the mount can also only sit in one way because of the screw holes. So we will just do that in high speed. And the last screw here. There's only 5 screws. So now, so we have the install here, and then I can hopefully mount my lens here. And so, wow, it's actually working. Yeah, and I can still move it. So the lens is actually sitting as it should. So there is no wobble whatsoever. It goes straight in. So the gap, I mean the pin here is, yeah, we can take that. How deep is it actually from the edge here of the mount? What do we end up with? It should be something like 7.12, maybe 7.12. Just measure it again. Well, it will be 7.2 millimeter from, in this case, it could be different in your mount. So from here, the edge, the top of the mount, to the pin that I have already grinded off, it should be something like 7. Well, maybe 15 or 20, I guess. Should be fine. So you can see here, it is what it is, and it works as it should. So that actually, wow, that worked really good. Then I can mount it on my Nikon camera, or I can put it on my, well, if I have an adapter from the FD to my Fuji or so, old camera. So this is how you actually modify it without destroying it. So that's actually all for me in this case, and hope you can use the info here. Yeah, there will be more videos sooner. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.